these are the forms and contracts used in a real estate transaction here in Alberta. Hi friends, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Larissa Nguyen here, Realtor with eXp Realty here in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada, aka, yes, you know it, dinosaur capital of the world. And on today's episode of Keeping It Real Estate, we are going to be diving into the contracts and forms used in a real estate transaction when you are on the buying side. But before we get into this video, please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my uploads, and follow me on Instagram at Loden Living for more real estate content just like this. Let's get into the video. First and foremost, these contracts and forms are used by all real estate associates here in Alberta. So wherever you are buying in Alberta, province-wide, your real estate professional will be using these forms. These contracts and forms were formulated by the Alberta Real Estate Association, as we call it, area, with the collaboration with other real estate lawyers province-wide. So assuming if you are a first-time home buyer, you have probably never seen any of these contracts or forms before, which is why I wanted to create this video to create a level of transparency, comfort, familiarity, so you as a first-time home buyer know what to expect when you are deciding to work with a real estate agent and when you make an offer on a home you really love. So this is going to be a high-level overview of the forms and contracts. I'm not really going to be going into any specific detail, but generally speaking, there are 4 forms that you will be definitely coming across throughout your relationship with your real estate professional. So let's get right into it. So before you even decide to work with a realtor and sign an agreement to work with that specific realtor, your realtor will present you with the Consumer Relationship Guide, which is basically a standard 2-page document that we as real estate associates have to present to you before you decide to work with us. So this guide is basically outlining the different types of real estate relationships you can have with a real estate professional and our agent responsibilities to you as either a consumer or client. So once you read through this 2-page document, you are then required to sign on the bottom your name and signature stating that you have indeed read this guide. Now, after you have read the Consumer Relationship Guide, you are probably going to sign the exclusive or non-exclusive buyer representation agreement. So this is the actual agreement that outlines your working relationship with a realtor, meaning that you have hired them to represent you in the purchase of a real estate transaction, meaning that they are your sole designated agent who is advocating for you, negotiating on your behalf, and representing your interest in purchasing a home. So in this document, you are basically going to outline the type of property that you are looking for in a specific market area. You're going to name your real estate agent, and then you're also going to determine how long your relationship with that realtor will be. Sometimes it'll be a 3-month period or a 6-month period. This document is about 4 pages long. It basically is outlining the rules of the real estate game in regards to your working relationship with your realtor. And so it basically is going to outline your responsibilities to your realtor and their responsibilities to you. So this is the only document that is strictly between you and your realtor, so you will have to sign this agreement. And during this phase, your realtor will ask you for ID verification because they need to present that to their brokerage. So after you sign the exclusive buyer representation agreement, and you are now able to go out and view homes. And if you potentially find a home you really, really love, then you are going to obviously make an offer on that home. So the next staple document in a real estate transaction is the purchase contract. So here is the purchase contract. Now this is a 6-page document, and this is a legally binding agreement between you and the seller. So even though your agent is going to be advocating and negotiating on your behalf with the other listing realtor, the signatures on this document are just you and the sellers. So again, this is about a 6-page document. It basically outlines the entire transaction between you and the seller. I've actually done another video on drafting a purchase agreement, and I will link that in the cards above. I go quite into detail of what needs to be added into the purchase contract, so definitely be sure to check that video out. So in most cases, as a first-time home buyer, you will probably have conditions with your contract. So this are conditions like, obviously, your financing condition and a home inspection condition. If the seller accepts your conditional offer, you will have a window of time, usually between 5 to 10 business days, to waive your conditions. So you have to make sure you have your financing secured and have a property inspection done, which you have to also pay for. So if you do waive these conditions, your realtor will draft a notice, which is this document here, called the Notice for Waiver or Satisfaction of Conditions. It's a 1-page document that basically states that you have filled out this certain condition, and then you have to sign it, and then it's submitted to the sellers. That's pretty much it in regards to the documents you will be coming across in your real estate transaction. These are just the skeletal documents and forms that are pretty standard in most cases, but generally speaking, paperwork is not that scary in regards to the real estate side of things. Keep in mind that if you are getting financing done, there will be your mortgage documents, and then when you work with your real estate lawyer after the deal is firmed up, there will be other closing documents that you will have to sign. But in regards to the real estate portion of the documentation, this is pretty much it. The standard thing is, again, just really in regards to having a live deal, is just the purchase contract and having the waivers together. So that is it for today's video on the contracts and forms used in a real estate transaction here in Alberta, Canada. If you have any concerns or questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to download my free home buyer's guide, which also goes into detail about the whole process of the real estate transaction. I also have a series or playlist for first-time home buyers, which I will link in the cards above, so definitely check those videos out. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram at Loden Living for more real estate content just like this. And until next time, I will see you all next time. Bye, friends.